The bloody trail of the Zodiac. The fog rolled in thick over San Francisco, blanketing the city in a gray shroud, the kind that muffled sound, distorted light, and turned every shadow into a threat. It was April 10, 2025, a chilly evening, the air damp with the scent of salt and eucalyptus, the distant hum of the Bay Bridge, a low, constant drone, a reminder of a city that never truly slept. A city that had once been the hunting ground of a monster, a killer who called himself the Zodiac, a name that still sent chills down spines, a name that had never been erased, a name that had haunted California for over 5 decades. Emma Harris, a 34-year-old former FBI profiler turned amateur detective, stood on the roof of her apartment building in the Mission District, her breath visible in the cold, her hands stuffed into the pockets of her leather jacket, her auburn hair whipping in the wind, her green eyes fixed on the skyline, her mind racing with thoughts of murder, of ciphers, of a killer who'd never been caught, a killer she was determined to unmask, a killer whose shadow had followed her since childhood, a shadow she couldn't escape, a shadow that was growing darker, closer, more real with every passing day. Emma had grown up in Sacramento, a city of heat and history. Her childhood shaped by the stories of her grandfather, Robert Harris, a journalist for the San Francisco Chronicle. In the late 1960s, a man who'd covered the Zodiac killings, who'd received the killer's letters, who'd spent nights at the typewriter trying to crack the ciphers, trying to understand the mind of a monster, his obsession, a weight that had broken him, his death in 1995, a mystery of its own, his last words to Emma, whispered on his deathbed, "Find him, Emma. Don't let him win." She'd been 10 then, her mind too young to grasp the horror, but her heart old enough to feel the fear, the anger, the need to know, to fix, to fight. She'd joined the FBI at 24, her profiling skills sharp, her instincts sharper, her career a string of solved cases. But the Zodiac had always been there, a ghost in her files, a whisper in her dreams, a scream in her nightmares, a case that had driven her out of the bureau, that had led her to the case breakers, a group of independent investigators who'd been chasing the Zodiac for years, who'd found new leads in 2023, who'd given Emma a chance to finish what her grandfather had started, to find the truth, to end the nightmare, to silence the screams that echoed through time, through her, through the city that had never forgotten. She wasn't alone in this fight. Her team was small but fierce. 29-year-old Jack Lynn, a tech genius from Oakland with a shaved head, a lip piercing, and a mind that could unravel any code. His fingers always moving, his laptop always open, his voice always sharp. "If there's a cipher, I'll crack it, Emma. I always do." Then there was 45-year-old Bill Carter, a retired Vallejo cop with graying hair, a scarred face, and a heart that had been broken too many times. His best friend, Paul Stein, a cab driver killed by the Zodiac in 1969, shot in the head in Presidio Heights, his blood a stain on the city, his death a wound that Bill had never healed, his determination, a fire that matched Emma's. His voice low, "I'll find him, Emma. Even if he's dead, I'll find him." They'd set up base in a cramped office in North Beach, their walls covered in maps, photos, ciphers, timelines, their table littered with coffee cups, their days long, their nights longer, their mission clear: find the Zodiac, find the truth, find the man who'd killed, who'd taunted, who'd vanished, leaving behind a trail of blood, a legacy of fear, a puzzle that had never been solved. Their latest lead had come from a 2023 report by the case breakers, a symbol, the Zodiac's crosshair, a circle with a cross, carved into a wooden pole outside a house in Groveland, California, a house that had belonged to Gary Francis Post, a Vietnam vet who'd died in 2018, a man who'd lived a quiet life, a man who'd been anything but quiet in his past, a man who'd become their prime suspect. a man whose shadow loomed larger with every piece of evidence they found. Web ID 24. Emma had read the report 100 times, her mind cataloging the details. Post had been in the Air Force, had suffered a head injury in a car accident in the 1960s, had become erratic, violent, secretive, his neighbors whispering of strange behavior, of late-night walks, of screams in the woods, his handwriting a match for the Zodiac's letters, his life a puzzle that fit too well, too darkly, too perfectly. Jack had found more letters Post had sent to local papers in the 1970s, their tone mocking, their words cryptic, their style a mirror of the Zodiac's, his voice a ghost that echoed through the pages, through the years, through Emma's mind. I'm not done. I'll never be done. They started in Vallejo, the town where the Zodiac had struck first, on December 20th, 1968, a cold night, a lover's lane on Lake Herman Road, a place where teenagers parked, where dreams turned to nightmares, where 17-year-old Betty Lou Jensen and 16-year-old David Faraday had been shot, their bodies left in the dirt, their blood a message, their deaths, the beginning of a reign of terror that would grip the Bay Area, that would grip the nation, that would grip Emma, decades later, her boots crunching on the gravel as she walked the road, her flashlight flickering, her heart pounding, her voice low. This is where it started, Jack. This is where he became the Zodiac. Jack set up his drone, its camera sweeping the area, its footage grainy, its lens catching something, a shadow, a shape, a figure that moved too fast, that vanished when they zoomed in, his voice shaking. What the hell was that, Emma? What was that? Bill checked his gun, his eyes scanning the darkness, his voice steady. We're not alone out here. Keep moving. They found a lead in an old police report, a witness statement from 1969, a woman named Clara, now 78, living in a nursing home in Napa, her memory foggy, her hands trembling, her voice a whisper as she spoke of that year, of the Zodiac, of a man she'd seen at Lake Berryessa, the day he'd attacked Cecilia Shepard and Brian Hartnell, September 27, 1969, a day of sun and screams, a day that had changed everything. He was tall, Clara said, her eyes distant, her words slow, dressed in black, a hood with a symbol, a cross in a circle, his voice calm to calm, like he was playing a game, like he enjoyed it. I saw him walking away, his hands red, his knife glinting, his laugh. I'll never forget his laugh. Emma recorded every word, her mind racing, her questions piling up, the hood, the symbol, the laugh, the knife, the blood, the game, the man who'd stabbed Cecilia 20 times, who'd left Brian with 6 wounds, who'd walked away, leaving a message on their car door, a date, a cipher, a taunt, a promise of more, a promise he'd kept, a promise that had led to more deaths, more letters, more fear, a promise that had never ended. They drove to Groveland, Post's hometown, a small mountain community, its streets quiet, its people wary, its air heavy with the scent of pine and suspicion, the kind of place where secrets grew like weeds, where the past never died, where the Zodiac's shadow lingered, a ghost that hadn't left, a ghost that didn't want to be found. They found Post's house, a ramshackle cabin at the edge of town, its windows boarded, its yard overgrown, its pole still standing, the crosshair symbol faded but clear, its edges rough, its meaning a scream, a warning, a truth. Emma touched it, her fingers trembling, the wood cold, the air colder, the hum of the forest, a low electric buzz, a sound that shouldn't have been there, a sound that made her skin crawl, a sound that made Jack drop his laptop, his voice sharp. What the hell is that, Emma? What's that sound? Bill drew his gun, his eyes scanning the trees, his voice low. We're being watched. I can feel it. Inside the cabin, they found chaos papers scattered, photos torn, walls scratched, symbols everywhere, crosses, circles, ciphers, words. written in red, "I'm not done. They'll never find me. I am the Zodiac." The air thick with the scent of rot, the scent of death, the scent of secrets, the floorboards creaking, the shadows moving, the hum louder, the darkness. Alive, the past alive, the killer alive, his presence await, a threat, a scream. Emma found a box, its lid rusted, its contents a nightmare letters, maps, knives, bloodstains, photos of victims, their eyes wide, their faces frozen, their lives gone, their deaths a game, a puzzle, a taunt, a truth that Emma held in her hands. A truth that burned, a truth that screamed, a truth that wasn't done. Jack found a cipher, its lines sharp, its code complex, its message hidden, his fingers flying, his mind racing, his voice urgent. "I can crack this, Emma. Give me time. I can crack it." Bill found a diary, its pages yellow, its handwriting, posts its words a confession. "I hunt them, the couples, the lovers. They think they're safe, but they're not. I watch them. I wait. I strike. I am the Zodiac, and I'll never stop." That night, things turned. Emma woke to a noise, a scrape, a thud, a shadow outside her motel window, her door ajar, her notebook missing, her laptop open to a blank screen, the air cold, the scent of pine and something sour, something wrong. She found a note slipped under the door, scrawled in red ink. "I'm still here." Jack checked the security camera, his face paling, his voice low. "There's nothing, Emma. No one on the footage. Just static." Bill called, his voice urgent. "I got a call, Emma." A voice, distorted, saying, "Zodiac never died. We're not safe." They drove to Vallejo, to the warehouse Jack had found in the cipher, an old building on the edge of town, its walls rusted, its windows shattered, its air thick with the scent of decay, the scent of death, the scent of secrets, the floor stained, the walls scratched, the symbols everywhere, crosses, circles, ciphers, words written in blood. "I'm not done. They'll never find me. I am the Zodiac." The air humming, the shadows moving, the past alive, the killer alive, his presence await, a threat, a scream. Inside they found horror, a knife, rusted, bloodstained, its blade notched, its handle worn, a photo of Betty Lou Jensen taped to the wall, her eyes scratched out, her smile a ghost, a scream, a void, a map of the Bay Area, red X's marking the kill sites, Lake Herman Road, Blue Rock Springs, Lake Berryessa, Presidio Heights, more X's, more sites, more deaths, more secrets, a ledger of names, dates, plans, school bus, October 1970, bomb, Riverside, 1966, knife, San Diego, 1972, gun, the Zodiac's claims of 37 victims, his boasts, his lies, his truths, his legacy await, a threat, a scream. Emma touched the knife, her hand trembling, the metal cold, the hum louder, the air colder, the shadows moving, the walls bleeding, the blood pooling, the whispers starting. "I'm still here, Emma, I'm still here." The voice a hiss, a laugh, a taunt, a truth, a killer, a ghost, a man who'd never stopped, who'd never died, who'd never left. His presence await, a threat, a scream. Jack screamed, his laptop falling, his voice raw. "There's someone here." Emma, I saw him, a man, in a hood, his eyes glowing. "He's here, he's here." Bill fired his gun, the shots echoing, the shadows scattering, the hum a roar, the air crackling, the warehouse shaking, the lights flickering, the pipes groaning, the blood flowing, the whispers screaming. "I'm still here, Emma, I'm still here." The figure lunging, his hood black, his symbol glowing, his knife gleaming, his laugh a scream, a taunt, a truth, a killer, a ghost, a man who'd never stopped, who'd never died, who'd never left. His presence a weight, a threat, a scream. They ran, Their footsteps echoing, the warehouse amaze, the shadows chasing, the screams echoing, the night alive, the city alive, the past alive, the killer alive, his presence a weight, a threat, a scream. They made it to the car, their bodies trembling, their minds shattered, their evidence intact, their story untold, the city behind them, its fog a shroud, its secrets a weight, its shadows a threat, its screams a promise. Emma uploaded the photos to X, the images going viral, the comments flooding. Is this real? Did you find him? Are you safe? Her inbox filling, her phone ringing, her mind racing, her reflection in every window wrong, her eyes darker, her skin pallor, her voice whispering, I'm still here, Emma. I'm still here. The city calling, the shadows waiting, the truth buried, the horror endless, the scream alive, its echo unending, its victims countless, its story unfinished.